Since its inception in 1979, the Basic Needs Trust Fund program has been contributing to poverty reduction initiatives in targeted communities by providing infrastructure and livelihood enhancement services nationally and regionally. BNTF is jointly funded by the Caribbean Development Bank and 10 beneficiary governments, including Dominica. One of the main goals of the program is to assist in increasing the productive and income-generating capacities of the unemployed and underemployed, which would lead to an improvement of the standard of living. BNTF also seeks to expand economic and social infrastructure, which are necessary for economic growth. The program also helps to strengthen community organization.
There have been 6 cycles in BNTF. The first 3 focus heavily on infrastructure. And that again, we were in that rebuilding mode after Hurricane David. From BNTF 4, for the first time we saw the introduction of skills training because the Bank of the CDB felt the need to empower persons within the community.
Women empowerment is seen as one of the ways to achieve the goals set out by the BNTF, and by funding the La Plaine Women's Sewing Skill Project, this goal was achieved. In November 2012, 9 women committed themselves to a 26-week skills training in sewing techniques from cutting patterns to sewing complete articles of clothing. The course was facilitated by Recelia Peer, a skilled seamstress.
In this sewing workshop, I started with them to teach them what sewing is. And I started to teach them about the skirt and the blouse, after dress and whatever. We was starting good, but I know mothers, sometimes they can get a little problem. It's difficult to come, but they cooperate. We try to cooperate to resolve the problem we get, but it was very good, not really difficult. But everything you're doing, you can get a problem, but you have to try to fix it. It was good.
A major investment was made in sewing equipment for the facilitation of the project. A cooker was also purchased for the group to ensure that women could prepare meals for their children while at the workshop, which enabled them to be more focused on the training.
Before the BNTF funding project, we were housewives at our home doing the basic, like preparing, sending our children to school, doing the usual home chores. And we were kind of bored. Sometimes we get bored of staying in the home. So we decided to meet as a group to see if we could start a little sewing project together to see if it would help us to get occupied. When we received the funding from BNTF, things have changed a lot because what we see ourselves, no longer saying, I don't want we came, we told ourselves we are coming to work, and that has made a big improvement in our lives.
In addition to the sewing skills attained by the participants, there was also a business and social skills component to the workshop. Participants took part in small business management courses, which helped with their entrepreneurial skills, group dynamics, leadership skills, gender sensitization, and female empowerment. The women were also taught how to maintain their own sewing machines.
One of the major challenges we faced as a group when you're doing the project was to leave our home. Sometimes not every day would be on time to prepare the chores, like the cooking. So we had to leave some of it behind just to make sure we attend the project to see that it comes through.
Another project funded by the BNTF and facilitated by the NDFD in Dominica was the training of young women in cosmetology. Sherma Mills, a participant of the workshop, has used the knowledge gained to help her become an entrepreneur. She is a single mother of 5 children, and the additional income she earns from her specialized skill in pedicures and manicures helps her with the everyday expenses.
Well, basically, when I rise in the morning, I give thanks and praises to the Almighty Jah. Then I take care of my kids, I make tea, give them their snack, bring them on the road to take the bus. Then at my free hole, I'll take care of her, drop her to school. When I come back, somebody say, I have a job for you. I say, yeah, and that's with father. And then I'll say, what you want? And then they say, I want to do my food. Then I'll say, you can come here. It's ghetto, you can give me 30.
Well, I love supporting local people like myself. When I say local, I mean ghetto style, as people say. See, Nat Sherma is a young, unemployed mother of 5 children. Instead of going to Roseau where the people make a living every day and it's more popular, I will always support her because we from the ghetto together.
When in the starting I was afraid because it's my first time entering class of all them kind of people. And then as I tell you, the first week I was kind of shy, then I get a course from second week, I get third week I was the boss of the class, and then I start to enjoy it and do some come. And my teacher, thanks God to Miss Grail. She was stressed out at time, but I used to say, Miss, don't worry, I'll take control of that class, so you man, don't worry. I put them straight.
Sherma occasionally visits her course tutor at her store to keep abreast with the different techniques, tools, and materials required in her field, and also to touch base with someone who can give her some insight into developing herself and her business.
I always thought Sherma would have been the one to stay on, and I'm happy to know that she actually considered. Because a lot of times people do training, receive training, and they never really stay in that field. And I congratulate her for that, I applaud her for that. And I'm happy to know she's one of those that I think that will get to the top if she continues.
I start out small, I still small. At my home I doing it. It's hard, trust me. I can tell you, because if the whole week I don't get nobody, it's like it's a hustle for me. I have to try to do something else to make a daily bread, you understand? So it's not only on the manicure and pedicure, I don't really based on it, but it's a living for me in a kind of a job, but it's hard on the other side. Because if I don't get customer, there's no way I can make the money. You understand?
These women have had positive changes in their lives as a result of the projects supported by the CDB and BNTF. The women are now empowered with skills to help develop themselves not only as individuals but in the development of their communities and by extension the Commonwealth of Dominica.